Hey, so it's been a while since I made a video here. That's just gonna be how it is sometimes, because I don't always feel like making videos. But now I do, because I want to show you today some of the coolest things, two little tricks that I just love doing in FMC, because they feel like they shouldn't work, like it feels like magic kind of doing them. But when you can get it to work, it's really cool. And sometimes you can force it to happen, not super often. But anyway, let's just get into it. I'll show you what they are.
All right, so this first little trick is probably it's more obvious of the two. So you might already know this. I'm just gonna go over it real quick. It's really just, if I point this out to you and you haven't seen this before, you'll get it. Say you're building your, you have a 2x2x3 block here, and you're looking for a way to extend this into an F12 minus 1. If you ever have a thing like this where you have like a solved edge, or not a solved edge, but this front face edge connected so that you could swing it in, so that you can swing it into place like that. And then you also have this bar up here that goes on like the opposite side. What you can do is you can put both of those in and then just do like a D, of course in this case it's U, but a move like that, and now you have a pseudo F12 minus 1. So you're making this whole like block offset by 1, and it gives you your F12 minus 1 just like that. It's not initially obvious that you could do this. Like your first instinct would probably be to try to pair this up with this, but you can actually just make a pseudo F12 minus 1 just like that. And then, of course, if you miss, you can correct that. So, yeah, like I said, that one is, once you have some experience with FMC, you'd probably figure that out on your own, but just in case you haven't, I thought I'd throw it out there. Let me go into the second case now. All right, so this second case is going to come up a lot less often, but it's still pretty neat to know about, and if you can force it to happen, it's cool. And before I did a solve like this and posted an example of it, I had never seen anyone do it before, and now I've seen a couple people do it since then, but I feel like I might have invented this technique, or at least discovered it. I don't know if you really invent FMC techniques. But anyway, so you're in a situation like this. You have a 2x2x2, or, I mean, there are other situations where this could work, but I'll just use this as the example. You have a 2x2x2, you have EO, and then you have a square right here, but that's not the like there's no way for me to add this square to here without breaking EO, because if I do that move, it breaks EO. But the thing is, if you do that move, and then after you do that move on inverse, you're going to basically do it again, right, to correct the pseudo. So look at what edges you're messing up. In this case, you're messing up 3 orange edges and a red edge. So when you do this move, your bad edges now, because you just made 4 edges bad, or they're going to be here, 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 and over here. But what if you made them all on the orange side, so that when you do that next move to fix the pseudo, then it'll fix all the edges as well. So what you can do is you can swing that other orange edge onto the face, and these two, it doesn't matter if they're like this or, like this, as long as the point is that all of the orange edges are on this face. Ignore that pair, that's irrelevant to this conversation. So what you can do is you can make that pseudo 2x2x3, and then when you correct the pseudo on this, all of your orange edges are already going to be on that face, and you're going to correct them all. So you break EO, but literally just for one move, and then you correct it the very next move on inverse. And that is something that isn't always obvious. Like, that's not very obvious that you could do that. You might get this block and think you're kind of stuck, but if you can finagle it so that the other 2 orange edges are on that same face, then you can actually make that 2x2x3 and find some continuations from there. So yeah, just a couple quick tricks for you. This is sort of like, these feel like hacking FMC to me. Like, it feels like these things shouldn't work, but they do, and they're cool. So I wanted to share it. I hope you learned something. I'll see you guys next time.